it's the next day, and I'm feeling better than I was yesterday. Still upset about the whole video clip thing, but like I said, did I say yesterday? Can't remember. Too much happened yesterday. Anyway, it's the weekend. I usually work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I don't know if this is going to be one video or it's going to be all 3 days put together, but tonight I am going to make the peanut butter cookie dough, and I'm going to start baking my cookies. So I'm going to do this differently than I did yesterday, and hope it goes a lot better for you guys so you can see what I'm doing versus the mystery of the cookies yesterday. So that is my Nuthorn cookie dough and filling. I need to let that soften up a bit before I can start actually baking them. So while I wait for that to soften, I'm going to go ahead and mix my peanut butter cookies. And according to the recipe, I need to mix the sugars, the peanut butter, the shortening, the butter, and the egg. Then, after those are all mixed, stir in the rest, and then let it chill for 2 hours. I should mention I am going to be doubling this recipe for myself with starting off with a cup of sugar. Next is the cup of peanut butter. Now this is my personal preference. I use chunky peanut butter because I like the extra crunch it gives in the cookies. Most people use creamy peanut butter. So now I just gotta put this in the bowl. But I need my other hand. So I will be back again with you guys with the butter. Next is half a cup of butter. I'm going to go ahead and boop. Now your butter should be softened at room temperature. I forgot to do that, so it's going to be a little harder for me to mix it, but I will make do. Next is 2 large eggs into the bowl. See if I can do this with one hand. No. Look at that. I gotta get that out of there. Alright, I got both eggs in there. There are no shells. I got it out of there. Trust me, I wouldn't put crunchy shells in my delicious peanut butter cookies. So after the egg, I gotta put in the shortening. It calls originally for 1/4 cup. Since I'm doubling it, I need half a cup of shortening. Shortening has been added. Now that all this is together, I get to mix it. After I mix it, I get to add the flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Alright, I've mixed it a bit. Again, because my butter wasn't as soft as it should be, it's a little less mixed than it needs to be. But I'm going to go ahead and start adding the other dry ingredients and then mix it some more. It originally calls for 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, but I'm doubling that, so I'm going to do 6 of these. And then it calls for 1/2 a teaspoon of baking powder, so I need a full teaspoon. I'm trying to open the can while talking to you guys. Okay. After that, I need... Where's my salt? There's my salt. Yeah. I need a 1/4 teaspoon salt. And then after that, I need 1 1/4 cups of flour, but again, I am doubling it, so I need 2.5 cups of flour. I'm going to do that off camera so I don't make a big floury mess, and I will be right back. The flour has been adding, and now I just gotta stir again, and once it's all mixed nice and evenly, I gotta let it chill for 2 hours. Alright, so my dough is mixed. Now the only problem I have is that dough isn't soft enough right now. Should have put it out sooner. Didn't think about that. So instead of doing those, I'm just going to go ahead and start baking the peanut butter cookies. Now, the dough is going to be sticky. The reason you chill it is to make it so it's not as sticky. But I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and start rolling the balls, putting them on this tray, and while they cook, making these kisses naked so I can put them on my cookies when they're done baking. So let's get to doing that. Now, when you make these, you don't want them to be too big or too small. And when you put them on the tray, you want them to be a good distance apart because they will expand slightly. Alrighty, so that I was able to do 3 by 5. Don't know why I blanked out. 3 by 5 on there. I still got a lot of dough left, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop these into the oven. They will cook for about 9 to 10 minutes at 375. Let's get these in there. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's the hot oven. Alrighty. Peanut butter balls in the oven. Alright, set my timer for 10. There we go. I now have 30 naked kisses. Now, I'm not sure how the peppermint is going to taste with the peanut butter cookies, so I'll probably make less of those ones versus the actual just chocolate ones. I just thought it'd be something fun to try this year. So there's some of my kisses so far. Now I just gotta wait for the cookies to come out of the oven. It did the beeping. It did the beeping. Ba 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 ba. Oven mitt. Oh, look at them cookies. I should actually look at real life and not through the camera. There we go. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Closing you. Whoosh. Okay, so this is the step where you can add the kisses, or you can use your fork and do the crisscrossy thing and just have plain peanut butter cookies. But why wouldn't you want to add the chocolate? So let's add the chocolate. Let me grab the chocolate. Okay. Alright, I'm actually going to put you guys down so I can do this without the pan falling. Cookies are now off the tray. Yes, I have a holiday spatula. Look at it. Look at the tree. Anyway, cookies are off the tray. Tray is ready for more dough. So basically, you just rinse and repeat until you use all of your dough. That's all I'm going to do. So, I will see you guys when they're all done. Alright, the Kiss cookies are all done. Look at them. I've had one. Dan has had one. They are delicious. I'm now prepping my Nuthorns. Now, the Nuthorns are a little different to do. Once you have your dough rolled out, take your circular object, lay it on top. If the dough exceeds it, just take your knife and just cut off the excess and then just put back with the rest, and then that way you'll have a good circle to cut into triangles. I have cut the excess off, and the best way for me to cut this into the triangles I need is I always go in half, and then each section again in half. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just know that however big your triangle is will also determine how much gloop you can put into the center. Now, you don't want to roll your dough out too thick or too thin. That's about a good thickness. Kind of like a croissant. Just think of a croissant when you make these cookies. So once they're in the triangle, you get your filling. You get a little bit on your spoon. I mean a little bit. Like, that is maybe a little too much. but it'll probably be good for one of the bigger triangles. And then you just stick it on the end. Doing this with one hand is not so easy. Get off my spoon. Alright, so it's actually a little less than what I needed. The spoon tricked me. Okay. There we go. That's good. Alright, so again, not too much, not too little. And then what you'll do is you'll just roll them like a croissant. Again, really hard to do with one hand. There. Now what I like to do is once I get it here, I like to pinch it shut so that way it doesn't explode on me. Just like that. Then I roll it. And once I get to the tip, I like to press the tip down too. Again, just to make sure it's sealed and it doesn't explode while cooking. It is not focusing on the cookie. Okay. Now another way I'll do that is I'll just press it against the whatever surface I am making these on. And it should seal it pretty good. There we go. Once you do that, you have your bowl of sugar, or whatever, and then you just roll it into the sugar. Boop, boop, boop. Give it a nice little roll there, and then you stick it on your tray. Ta-da! And because it's so hard to do with one hand, I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and then stick them in the oven. First tray is ready. Rolling pin. Stick this into the oven. Ba, ba, ba. There we go. And I will set my timer for 15. There we go. Here is the first tray of the Nuthorns. As you can see, like I said, the filling puffs up a lot. That's why you only put a little bit in there. And then you don't want to overcook them. You want the bottoms to be just nice and golden brown. But yeah, that's the Nuthorns. Now I'm going to just keep doing that until they're done. And then once they're done, that's it for tonight. I'm going to do the sugar cookies tomorrow. And my festive baking is done for tonight. I'm going to do the sugar cookies tomorrow after work. So for now, I just have Kiss cookies and Nuthorns. More of the cookies are in that box. But yay! 2/3 of my baking is done. And it is only 11:30 tonight, so this video is not going up tonight. You'll get this video with the sugar cookie video. Yay! Alright, well, thank you for tuning in and watching me bake these cookies. And I know I'm making an outro, even though I know that I'm going to have more video to add to this. But I want to end today. Today was the 9th? 8th? 9th. Let me check the calendar. La 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 la. 9th. Today was the 9th. So thank you for watching the 9th day of Vlogmas and joining me on the baking excursion I had today. And I will be adding more to this tomorrow. I love you guys.